Alrighty guys, welcome back again to another video. Today's video is again pretty simple. You saw the title, thumbnail, and whatnot. You know today's video is about the differences, kind of comparing and looking at the differences between the mini season in chapter 6 versus the mini passes in chapter 5 and before that. So really there's nothing else to say except for don't mind my hair on whatever side. And let's just get right into it. So starting off, the mini passes and the mini season both take place on the chapter map. So mini passes would be on the chapter 5 and before map, and then the mini season takes place on the chapter 6 map, but with differences to the POIs. I think both mini passes and mini season had effect on the NPCs, quests, and loot pool. But then other than that, there are quite a few differences which I'm going to talk about. So starting off with the mini season with the battle pass. The battle pass is now included in crew. The mini passes, as far as I know, were not included with crew. In fact, I'm very sure they were not. The mini pass has 5 skins, maybe 10 styles, maybe 20 styles. I don't know, depends on how you look at it. But that is honestly the same thing for the mini passes, because you have the Shredder outfit instant unlock, and you can unlock this other style, which might be a different skin. And then same with Aang, you get this style and this style. The Jack Sparrow, these two were definitely different skins. The one you get instantly, and then the style that you unlock later. Also, the mini passes had the back blings, pickaxes, instruments for each of the characters. That is the same as the current mini season, where you have all these pickaxes, sprays, whatever, pickaxes, back blings. And so yes, definitely this one mini season battle pass is way better than one single mini pass. All 3 of the mini passes together are not too far off. If you look at it very baseline, 5 separate skins with their edit styles, and then you have these 3 skins with their styles. So 5 to 3, not too bad of a comparison no matter which way you look at it, the styles, the extra skins and whatnot. So this mini season is about a month long. The mini passes might have totaled a few more days for the mini pass time, but they were overlapped with the regular season, so like a side quest basically. So we had 17 days of this, 20 days of this, 17 days, so that's 17, 17, 32, 34, 20, 40, 54. And I looked it up on Google really quick. The current mini season looks to be about 36 days long. So definitely, as far as the day count, there is more days of these. Maybe making it easier to unlock these. I don't think we're included with the crew. You had to buy them for 1,000 V-Bucks. And you don't get V-Bucks back like you do in the Battle Pass format. Otherwise, leveling up was a little different back then. What I mean back then, it's just Chapter 5, Season 1, 2, 3. Which is just before Chapter 6. But again, the quests and stuff weren't too hard and pretty easy to get the whole thing done. There definitely were differences between the mini pass and the mini season in the loot pool though, because for the Ninja Turtles had the Ninja Turtle mythics, which are pretty limited in the Battle Royale game, and then same as the Avatar mythics in the Avatar season. Now some of these I believe were competitive for a bit, maybe they were the entire time, but again that was probably only the amount of days, like the 20 days it was running. In the Pirates mini pass I believe only had this mythic, the ship in a bottle mythic. I don't think the cannon was very limited. I don't even know what these are. This is just thumbnails. But what I'm trying to say is the mythics were not super dominant in their season. Waterbending was probably the mythic that competed the most against the actual weapons. But that again is very different from the current mini season, because currently in the mini season we have the loot pool is only the blasters, and that is probably, it's partially good, partially bad. Like the shotgun, the scatter blaster, probably not as good as a pump as far as structure damage. So the Sentinel pump would probably still be the choice in competitive. The other blasters that have infinite ammo and they take a very long time to overheat. Maybe not outright better in every way, they can be better in some ways. And it is the whole season, the whole 36 days of these weapons, and there's no way around it. Now again, I said it before though, the mini passes, the items that came with them, the weapons, the mythics, might have had more days. In general, 54 days versus 36 days, but these mythics I don't believe were in competitive, as well as the ship in a bottle I don't think was in competitive. Maybe it was. Its use was probably very limited if it was. So the cash cups probably weren't too grief, and those tournaments were probably more predictable than the current Star Wars tournaments with the grenades and the force abilities and some other things. And then pacing again is a little different. The difference with the mini passes is they happened during the same season as the major tournaments. The mini season, however, is in between Major 1, Major 2, and then after this current mini season, there will be Major 3 and Globals. So you have Remix, Season 1, Season 2, then you have Special Season, Mini Season, then Major 3, Major, and then Global Championship after that. So for overall pacing, I probably prefer the 2 competitive seasons, month-long season, 2 competitive seasons. So overall, I do like the new mini season system. Maybe not this specific season, but if there was a good like Marvel one, because like we had OG, that's a special season, Remix is a special season, then otherwise mini season is the only one without a traditional name. So even though this season is ranked pretty low because of Star Wars, I don't know if it would be the case if it was maybe Marvel, maybe DC, but definitely I think the new mini season is the place to put collabs and casual seasons. Maybe for the casual is wrong, but seasons that you can have pro AMs, not too serious seasons. And there just haven't been too many tournaments this season anyways, except for the free skin stuff and whatnot. Maybe they could have also put solo victory cups in the mini season. That might boost the favorability, but otherwise it's pretty low down on these rankings. Me personally, I like the new system, but yeah, I do agree this season, as far as overall, I don't mind it. I don't like the X-Wings and the TIE Fighters in ranked, and I wish there were more tournaments. And so yeah, that is about it for the video. Just kind of talking about how the new mini season is compared to the old mini passes. I do see the potential in the mini season concept, but maybe when comparing it to all 3, y'all might like the mini passes better. And yeah, that is about it for the video. I hope it got you thinking, maybe start some discussion. Maybe we're being a little hard on the season instead of thinking of the whole concept versus the mini passes. But regardless, I hope you enjoyed, and maybe you'll see me again in a different video.